Hi, Bill Barber here. We're with BC Games today, and we're taking a look at Gunslinger. What we're going to do is we're going to go over each individual card type. So you have special cards, defense cards, attack cards, and item cards. Each one of these functions differently within the game. We're going to go over each one individually as a group. Okay, so moving on, we're going to move into our attack cards. The attack cards in the game vary in complexity. Some of them are very, very simple, such as a shoot card, and some of them do a couple of different functions. So first we'll go over the basic shoot card. The basic shoot card says attack a gunslinger with your active ranged weapon. So here we have your starting revolver. The revolver does 1 heart of damage, you can see in the corner. And by playing a shoot card, we see that we do the damage from the revolver. So the revolver's in front of you, and you take the shoot card and you play it in front of the player, and you do however much damage your active ranged weapon does. Now remember that that could be the Peacemaker, which does 2 hearts of damage, or that could be your sawed-off shotgun, which does 2 or 3 hearts of damage. All of them are usable with this shoot card. So that's how you mitigate that damage. Now we'll move on to the next card, which is Quick Draw. Quick Draw only does 1 heart of damage regardless of the firearm that you're using, but you must have an active ranged weapon, so it can't be turned over, which is either disarmed or trick shotted. When you play the active ranged attack, Quick Draw also allows you to immediately draw a card. So before anything on the field is resolved, you immediately draw a card. When you play Tackle, Tackle is a very interesting card. It can be used in brawling, which a brawl attack doesn't require a firearm. So if you happen to have had your gun trick shotted, you can still immediately attack someone with a brawl attack because it uses your fist. So Tackle is an interesting card because it has both attack and defense within the card. So you deal 1 heart of damage to a gunslinger and negate 1 heart of damage that gunslinger has done this round, or negate all damage done this round to a gunslinger other than yourself. So this is used for a team game. So if you're playing 2v2 or 3v2, or you just want someone to live a little longer, you could actually use a tackle card. The way that the tackle card works is that or right there is going to allow you to make a choice. So deal 1 heart of damage to a gunslinger. That's what you do. You're going to deal 1 heart of damage to whoever you throw this attack in front of. Then you need to make a choice. Immediately, you're either going to negate 1 heart of damage to the gunslinger that you tackled, so negate 1 heart of damage that gunslinger has done this round, okay? Or you're going to negate all damage done this round to a gunslinger other than yourself. So you can pick your buddy and say, yeah, we don't want to do damage to that guy. So go ahead and take a read on this card, and it can be very, very useful depending on how you're playing the game. Move on to Double Tap. Double Tap is used in conjunction with either Peacemaker or Revolver. The card reads that you can attack a gunslinger twice, or you can attack 2 separate gunslingers once. This is not usable with a double-barrel shotgun. So we went over an FAQ a little earlier today, and we talked about the difference between the sawed-off shotgun and double-barrel shotgun, and that was a misprint in the very first Gunslinger run. The very first Gunslinger run, the double-barrel shotgun was never used. We actually used sawed-off shotgun, and what you have to do is you have to read this, and we do mean that you cannot use this with any shotgun. So double tap is not allowed to be used with any shotgun, just to be clear. So as you're playing this, you are using your revolver or your Peacemaker, doing 2 or 4 damage. You can split that damage with 2 shots. So you can do 1 to one player and 1 to another with a revolver, or 2 to one player and 2 to another player with the Peacemaker, or you can put all 2 or 4, depending on the weapon you're using, you can put 2 or 4 damage on one gunslinger. Disarm and Trick Shot. Now, Disarm and Trick Shot are very involved cards. We will cover Disarm and Trick Shot in another video because they're a little more involved, and I want to do the card play as well. Okay, so please look for that video on Trick Shot and Disarm specifically. but we will do an FAQ on those two cards.